If you search for a PLC simulator online, you get a handful of free browser-based tools. And the honest truth is there is no single best one. Each is right for a different job. So instead of pretending ours wins every category, this video does something more useful. It compares the real free online PLC simulators fairly, including where the others are the better pick. Then it tells you the one specific thing that sets ours apart. That one thing is auto-grading, knowing not just that your program runs, but whether it is actually correct. Let's go through them. First, PLC Fiddle. It is a clean, free, browser-based ladder logic editor, and it is genuinely good at what it does. You drop in contacts and coils, toggle the inputs, and watch the coils respond. The thing PLC Fiddle does better than almost anyone is speed and sharing. Say you want the fastest way to scribble a rung in a browser. Test a small piece of logic and share a link. For that, PLC Fiddle is a great choice. I would point you there. Its scope is the logic editor itself. It is not trying to give you a machine to control or graded objectives or a curriculum. So for quick sketches and snippets, PLC Fiddle. Full stop. Next, tools like plcsimulator.net and similar simulators. These tend to focus on simulating a specific PLC's instruction set, or a virtual panel that looks like a particular controller. They're useful when what you want is something close to a specific vendor's feel. The addressing, the instruction names, the panel layout. Again, legitimate tools. If your goal is to build muscle memory for one specific vendor's environment, a vendor-targeted simulator is the right call. I would not steer you away from it. The trade-off is usually breadth and guidance. You get the vendor flavor, but you bring your own plan for what to practice. Then there is CoDeSys. This one is the heavyweight. It offers a free IDE with a built-in simulator, full IEC 61131-3, and it is genuinely capable, real industrial software, not a teaching toy. Two honest caveats. One, it is a desktop install, not a browser tool, so you need a machine you can install software on. Two, and this is the big one for a beginner, you build your own plant model to test against. There are no scenarios, no objectives, no pass or fail. You get a powerful editor and a blank canvas. For serious, self-directed practice, once you already know what you're doing, CoDeSys is excellent. As a first step from zero, it is a steep start. Notice the gap that runs through all of those. None of them tell you whether your program is correct. PLC Fiddle shows you the coils move. A vendor simulator shows you the panel respond. CoDeSys runs your logic. But in every case, you're the one deciding if the behavior is right. For an experienced engineer, fine. For a beginner, that is the hardest part. You're at a motor circuit, it seems to work, and you have no idea if you miss an interlock or got the timing wrong. There is no answer key. That gap, nobody grades whether you're actually correct, is the specific thing the next tool addresses. So here is where ours differs, concretely. First, auto-grading. Every scenario ships a scripted test suite that drives inputs at your program. It presses start, trips interlocks, runs the clock, and checks your sequencing and timing against the spec. Then it gives you pass or fail with a failure reason. You find out whether your logic is correct, not just whether it runs. Second, a structured curriculum, scenarios in a deliberate order with objectives, not a blank canvas. Third, dialects. Switch between IEC, Allen Bradley RS logic style, and Siemens TI portal style syntax from the toolbar. And fourth, breadth. The same free account also carries an HMI builder and a robot simulator. Your operator screen and motion practice live in one place. It runs in the browser, nothing to install. So the honest pick by job summary. For a quick, shareable ladder sketch, PLC Fiddle. For a specific vendor's feel or serious self-directed desktop practice, a vendor-targeted tool or CoDeSys. And for a guided, graded path from beginner to a portfolio piece, that is the gap ours fills, is where you actually find out whether your program is correct. None of these is wrong. They just answer different questions. Pick the one that matches what you're trying to do this week. Want the graded, structured path? Try it free at plcsimulation.com/online-plc-simulator. 2 scenarios with no account, no install. There's also a fuller, regularly updated rundown of the options. Find it at plcsimulation-software.com/best-plc-simulator-2026. Links in the description. Next video gets into the advanced HMI builder. Gauges, real-time trends, and a full alarm system, all in the browser. Subscribe. New video every Tuesday. See you in the next one.